Okay, Ascension fans, let's work on this math problem together. What the hell do you do with Christmas? Christmas is this holiday atom bomb that detonates in December every year and leaves a radioactive crater in our collective consciousness. So maybe you're into awakening, working on some higher consciousness, and then along comes the time of year when everyone goes on some weird emotional vacation to this combination Disneyland, Las Vegas, Netherworld, filled with decorations and magical beings like flying reindeer and family members who actually get along and want to spend time together. Now this Disneyland, Las Vegas, Netherworld has the potential to be an awesome trip, but it ends up being like dropping acid with your parents. That had some fun moments, but it lasted way too long. I don't need to do that again. So Ascension and Christmas, they go together kind of like grapefruit and toothpaste, which was a pretty bad chip flavor that didn't last very long back in the 90s. I thought it was pretty good if you had the munchies though. So what is so high vibe about Christmas that we need to do this every year? Popular answer number 1, Christmas is a wonderful holiday that celebrates love and giving and goodwill towards all humanity. Okay, but maybe those qualities of love, generosity, compassion, and kindness should be our baseline programming, the fundamental OS from which we operate 12 months of the year. It should be a wake-up call that we actually need a holiday to remind us. Oh yeah, I forgot, right. We're supposed to be loving and kind towards one another? Okay, I got it, I think, maybe. If and when humanity reaches its full potential of ascension, every day will be Christmas. Yeah, dude, wake up every morning, drinking coffee and Baileys in my pajamas, building a brand new Lego set? Sweet. Now, the ironic history of Christmas is its foundation in the Mass of Christ, the formal Christian day of the celebration of the birth of Jesus, which actually took place in the spring, but December 25th is close enough. Now, Jesus, or Yeshua ben Joseph as he was known when he walked the world 2,000 years ago, was one of the most awakened, high-vibe dudes to ever don a human meat suit and hang out with the rest of us low-vibe schlems. So much so that after his death, he was referred to as the Messiah, the Hebrew term for the King of Kings God would send to rule the world, as described in the Torah or Old Testament. And Messiah, translated into Greek, became Christos. And 2,000 years later, Merry Christmas is written on your Starbucks cup starting November 1st every year. Yeshua was a full-on fourth-dimensional guy, but his teachings have been dumbed down to third-dimensional understanding over the years, which only makes sense. If Jesus was a mathematician, then the rest of us would have been kids sitting in the 4th grade learning our multiplication tables and fractions. Then Jesus shows up one day as a substitute teacher and starts teaching us advanced university-level mathematics, and we all go, okay. And then he leaves. So us 4th grade kids, we're like, whoa, that math was super dope. Way better than fractions. So we write a textbook trying to explain the advanced math Jesus was laying down, and we kind of screw it up a little. In fact, we missed the main point, that we can all be God instead of worshiping God. And that's next level. And Yeshua was a next level guy, which freaked most people out. So they killed him. And now, 2,000 years later, we celebrate his birthday with a stress-filled, full-on consumerism shit show of a holiday with every form of food, drink, intoxication, and indulgence we can imagine as we pretend to love humanity for a couple of weeks. Before that depressing blossom known as January comes along and nukes all that goodwill and cheer back to the Stone Age. Boom! So Ascension, and Christmas, toothpaste, and grapefruit, going to the dentist on mushrooms. Christmas does have that beautiful combination of trauma and awakening occurring in the very same instant. Maybe not that intense, but psilocybin dentist would still be a badass Lego set. Let's see if Santa and the elves can pull that off this year.